Hey, this is pretty cool. Because listen, for all the years that I've been doing Rolling with Bolen, there's not too many things on the list that I haven't done. One of the things on the list that I haven't done is come and visit Forty Creek Distillery. Big old check mark because we're here this morning. I want some intros. Come on in here. Brand ambassador for Forty Creek, Chris Thompson.
Hey, Tim.
Nice to meet you.
Nice
How are you,
to meet
pal?
you. I'm great.
Get in here, Bill. Bill Ashburn, master blender for Forty Creek. That's the coolest name around. Where are we right now, Bill?
So we're in the barrel warehouse of Forty Creek Distillery. This is a very kind of special experience. Most people don't get to come out here. In fact, our Whisky Weekend coming up this weekend is the first time when the general public actually gets to experience this barrel warehouse.
The first thing that I did when I came in, obviously take in the sights and all the barrels, but also the smell. What is that smell, Chris?
That's called the angel share. So that is all of the fantastic whiskey that's aging. A small percent of it actually evaporates and seeps into the air, and they call it the angel share.
Are all these barrels full, Bill?
Everything you see in here is completely full and is just resting and doing its thing.
How do you become a master blender?
A lot of practice, experience. I've been doing this for 35 years. And you learn by trial and error.
Well, coming to get here, we had to walk through the production facility, and there's a lot of activity going on in there. Like, how often are you bottling your whiskey?
So we are bottling 5 days a week, single shift, but it's a continual operation. At times, we struggle to keep up, but we do.
And the Whisky Weekend obviously is really important, because even to learn about the history and how important this brand is to the Niagara region.
Absolutely. I mean, we're Niagara people. This facility was established back in the early 70s, right here in Grimsby. Winemaking and being part of Niagara, it's in our DNA as a company. We're part of the fabric of Niagara.
And it's evolved over time, too, because I know you got a new look. We want to get into that a little bit, too.
Yeah.
Right? And, Whisky Weekend is the big thing, because, you did the virtual stuff. The virtual stuff is... It's okay. It's okay. But the thing what you can't really do with the virtual stuff, you can't actually. What do we got? What do we got in front of us, Chris?
We have Forty Creek Confederation Oak, which is literally, to me, this is the creme de la creme of all the Forty Creek expressions.
One of your faves, Bill?
Absolutely is. This is the whiskey of the decade. It was the first Canadian whiskey to score a 96 in Whiskey Advocate magazine. It's a fabulous liquid.
Key ingredients in this?
The key ingredients is we do secondary aging in actually Canadian oak barrels, which is quite special.
We've poured 3 glasses.
We have.
There's 3 of us.
This
What
might be an opportunity to
do we
taste.
do here, Bill?
I think this is an opportunity to taste.
Okay, let's do a cheers. We say cheers. We cheers because it's great to be here. I drive by this all the time, and Luke and I drive by it. We've never been in here, so it's great to be in here. And Whisky Weekend, it's this Saturday and Sunday, and people can come and experience the whiskey, get a tour, and explore a little gem in Niagara. Cheers, lads.
Cheers.
Our tour continues. Good morning from the Forty Creek Distillery in Grimsby. That for 30 years they've been pushing the boundaries and evolving the world of whiskeys in this country, and they continue to do so. And they got a brand new look. So it's happy to be joined by David Allard from Campari Canada, who's the parent company of Forty Creek.
That's correct.
If people don't know that. So very nice to meet you. Changing the look is always a little nerve-wracking. Why do it?
It's exciting times at Forty Creek. One of the reasons we changed the label was really to pay homage to Forty Creek's roots here in the beautiful Niagara region. If you look at the label, we actually have a map of the Niagara region right underneath the logo. And in addition to Canadian whiskey, we call out, this is whiskey made in Niagara. It's Niagara whiskey.
Because that was never on the original bottle.
That was never on the original bottle, but we're that proud of our roots here in the Niagara region that we really wanted to make a bold assertion about our connection to this area.
Are you ever worried about making that change? Because like the brand sitting on a shelf, like people recognize that, especially because a lot of people are hardcore Forty Creek fans.
We're so fortunate to have such a loyal fan base, but there's a lot of excitement with our fans about the change, and we're thrilled about the new packaging.
Take us through the lineup.
Yeah, sure.
These are the 6 cores.
These are the 6 cores. So starting on the right here, we have Barrel Select, which is one of the most popular whiskeys within 40 Creek. Moving up from there, we have a bolder expression that we've renamed from Copper Pot to Copper Bold. But rest assured, all of these brands and these liquids are the same whiskeys, award-winning whiskeys that Canadians know and love.
Double barrel.
Double barrel, secondary aged in bourbon barrels. We have Honey Spice, which is a delicious flavored whiskey, previously known as Spike. And then we're into the creams.
So creams, this is a whole world that's kind of exploding. Right?
Absolutely. We've been so fortunate to have such great success with our cream liqueurs. We have both a core original cream and then Nanaimo Bar, which is one of the top innovations in spirits since 2020.
I've never seen that. Has anybody else had that?
Nobody else has that, and this caught the world on storm, well, mostly in Canada, since we launched it.
Are you putting that in your coffee? You put it on ice? Are you drinking it neat? What are you doing?
As Bill Ashburn always says, we're open to any way that you want to drink it.
Amazing, okay.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you're excited to have people back in.
We're thrilled.
Right?
We're thrilled about welcoming our fans for Whisky Weekend next weekend. We're excited about having everybody here and opening our doors to our new brand house.
You say next weekend, I know because we're filming on Friday, so it's actually this coming weekend that Whisky Weekend is happening. And you don't have to, do you have to RSVP or you can just come?
You can just come, enjoy, come meet Bill, come enjoy taste some of our wonderful whiskeys,
right.
And celebrate with
Because
us.
this whole area, this is the barrel house, barrel room. Oh no, the barrel room is what we visited before.
That's right.
So this is the 40 Creek with along with the retail space.
We're standing in the tasting room,
tasting
which
room.
is part of the 40 Creek brand house.
Brand
is what
house.
we call it. Yes.
It takes me a little bit to get there, but once I get there, no, I have not been drinking that much whiskey today. I promise, I haven't been. But we might taste a little bit more because we've heard about pairing with wine, pairing with beer, pairing with whiskey. It's a thing. We'll do that when we come back to 40 Creek Distillery in Grimsby. I'm Morning Live. Good morning. Back here at the tasting room at 40 Creek Distillery, which is the whiskey maker of the decade. Get in here, Chris Thompson, the brand ambassador. That's pretty cool.
It's the greatest. I mean, there's to us, no greater accolade in Canadian whiskey than Whiskey Maker of the Decade.
Right, and always evolving, always trying to change, trying to figure out, not change that, but always trying to find the next thing.
Yeah, it's about pushing boundaries and getting people thinking about whiskey in different ways and coming up with cool, interesting blends and new expressions. I mean, that's the fun part of it.
Thinking whiskey in different ways, like tasting and pairing whiskey. Wine tasting, beer tasting, sure, but whiskey tasting is the thing.
Whiskey pairing with food. Whiskey is very food complementary.
Okay. Luckily, we have Daniel Tong from Ruffino's in Niagara Lake. Hello, Daniel. How are you?
Good.
What have you created for us today?
So we're going to start off with our sort of hors d'oeuvre / appetizer thing here. We have locally sourced peaches with marinated bocconcini and our in-house 2-year-old prosciutto.
Oh, nice. It's got to be a great time of the year for you to get excited about it because you're getting the peaches from the area. And what's the connection to Ruffino's for you, Chris?
We just love the fact that, Ruffino's is always very locally focused. There are Niagara ingredients in virtually everything that they do, which is so important to us as being, 40 Creek being Niagara whiskey.
Yeah. Now we try and eat on camera.
Let's do it.
Actually, so what are we pairing with this?
We're going to pair this with our double barrel reserve. So something a little bit on the sweeter side, which I thought really complemented well with the Niagara peaches.
Do we taste first? What do we do?
Taste first, tiny little sip, taste.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which one is it?
It's one on the right.
Daniel, get in here. One on the right. Okay, so tiny little taste.
Cheers.
Cheers. In the eyes, boys. In the eyes. In the eyes. Tiny little sip. Let's have a little bite of this. Very nice. That prosciutto. Eating on camera is always fun. It's
great.
Isn't it great?
Oh, yeah, it's great.
Totally. The people at home are eating. They're eating their breakfast, but seeing us eat. Okay. So. Next.
So next we have our wood-fired sourdough pizza. We use a 26-year-old sourdough starter for the actual crust itself. It is dressed with some fermented black garlic that we have made from our very own farm, a little bit of duck confit, some sauteed mushroom, and a little bit of ricotta as well.
Duck confit. He said duck confit, Chris. What do we pair with this pizza?
We're going to pair that with our signature Barrel Select. Barrel Select's a big whiskey packed with flavor. It's the perfect complement to all of those nice little earthy flavors in the pizza.
Okay, I don't think we're going to be able to eat the whole piece, but again, like in the first one, we're going to take a little
sip.
Little sip. Cheers, cheers, cheers,
Cheers.
cheers, 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 cheers. Okay, little sip of that. Little smell. And then a little bite. Oh, this is going to get messy. Let's see how Chris does.
It's the two-handed approach.
Oh,
Tim.
nice.
You can't do that. Oh, there we go.
Very nice. But you're excited about the last pairing.
I am. I think, and this year we're here to celebrate our 16th limited edition Art of the Blend. It is a spectacular whiskey, just being released right in time for Whisky Weekend, paired with a fantastic Niagara cheese.
What's the cheese, Daniel?
So we have our maple smoked Jordan Station from Upper Canada Cheese. So this is sort of a Swiss Gouda style that they have smoked, and then it's got a nice nuttiness, a saltiness, and a certain slight sweetness to it as well.
Throw that on the plate. Okay. There we go. We'll take that, and we'll have a sip first. Have a sip. Cheers. Jumping ahead just for time purposes.
It's spectacular, isn't it? And then the cheese.
Wonderful.
That is one of my favorite
I love it.
pairings right
I
there.
love it. Very cool. Okay. Whiskey Weekend. It's this weekend. Back open. Come and experience 40 Creek Whiskey Distillery. You get to see the barrel room that we got earlier on. We haven't been into the retail space. We'll take a break. We'll go in with there. We'll bring Bill back in, the master blender, and we'll explore. What are we going to do in the break, though? What shall we do in the break? We'll see you next half hour in Morning Live. Well, listen, we have had a fabulous morning here in Grimsby because we are exploring the 40 Creek Barrel House that is back open, up and running. We're in the retail space right now, but something very special is happening this weekend because Whisky Weekend is back. It's their 16th annual. Happy to be joined by Master Blender once again, Bill Ashburn. We got brand ambassador Chris Thompson. Why is Whisky Weekend so important, Chris?
You know what? It's great actually just to welcome people from across North America to come back here and hang out at home base here at 40 Creek Distillery in Grimsby.
You say people come from all over?
All over. Oh yeah, we have people that come from the U.S., all across Canada. It's crazy.
Amazing. What's the coolest thing for you, Bill, for people to check out and see?
I think the coolest thing for them to see on Whisky Weekend is it's the only opportunity they get to see our barrel warehouse. And that usually just blows people's minds.
Well, we got to see that earlier on, and the smell and the aromas and all the work that you guys put together to create all of these wonderful bottles of whiskey is done in there. The retail space, Chris, what's cool in here? What do you like to show off in here?
Well, the great thing is you can come here and be able to experience all of our products. So, one of the things that we love to do is share our stories, share our liquids. It's all here. So, as opposed to going to other retail outlets where you got to kind of guess and pick something and take it home, here you can come and try everything, talk to our super knowledgeable staff. These guys, they're experts in every single thing that we make.
Do you get upset, Bill, as the master blender, when you hear somebody is mixing something with the whiskey that you put time and effort into?
It used to bother me. Now it no longer does.
Okay.
I like to drink my whiskeys neat, but if anybody wants to mix them with whatever they would like to, I think the strangest thing I've heard is someone mixing whiskey with lemonade.
Really? Okay. Because I was going to say, like Paul Bolen, who's watching right now, hey, Dad, big whiskey fan. He likes a rye and Coke, or whiskey and Coke.
Nothing wrong with that.
You're okay with that?
Absolutely
Okay.
nothing wrong
Thumbs
with
up, Dad. You're okay. All right. Okay. For Whisky Weekend, what do we need to do? How do we get here? Do we need to sign up? Can we show up? What's the best way, Chris?
It's completely free. Saturday 10 to 6, Sunday 11 to 5. Just show up. We've got tours on the hour, tastings all day long, bands in the parking lot, cocktails on the patio. We have a couple of great seminars, unfortunately, that are completely sold out, but still, great place to just come and immerse yourself in all the great things 40 Creek.
Your favorite bottle in this room, Bill, is what?
My favorite bottle this year is Art of the Blend, which is our newest release.
Where is it? Is it in here somewhere? Is it in here?
It is in here.
Is it? Do we have it in here? Do we have it? Find it. Let's find it. We got to find it just for anybody that hasn't been watching. Oh, and right out of the box. Goodness. Whoa. There we go. Let's set this down there. Oh, we want a good shot. Final shot here. Because Whisky Weekend is happening this weekend. 40 Creek Distillery in Grimsby. Where should I set that? Want me to put that there, Luke? Oh, yeah. The money shot. Thanks, guys.